Good morning, everyone. Come on in and let me know who's with me. Good morning, Facebook family, Legacy Builder Group. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this morning. I'm getting situated. There we are. Seeing some people pop up here. Good morning, Kim, my cousin. Good morning, Michelle and Stacy and Mark. This is always a family affair. Good morning, Legacy Builder family. Come on in. Let me know what you're drinking as always. Tea, coffee, water, whatever your beverage of choice is. Let me know as I sip on my tea. Oh, and I think I still hear the music going, don't I? Okay. It did not cut off. There we go. Everyone can hear me clearly now, right? Let me know. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Now we are up and at it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Always these little technical situations, every now and then, but it's all good. We're here. We're rolling with it. And the good part is you can hear me. Come on in, everyone. Good morning. Oh, good morning, everyone. Okay, one more sip because I need it this morning. All right. So let me introduce myself for those who do not know me. My name is Marcella Mullen Williams. I am a licensed behavioral financial advisor and the co founder of Legacy Builder Group, a family owned holistic financial coaching and investment firm where we help families achieve financial certainty and create impactful, multi generational legacy wealth. That's what we're here to do. And Tea Time is all about developing the behavior to build that legacy. So let's get into our behavioral conversations then. Today, we are talking about financial freedom versus money freedom. What's the difference? And yes, there is a difference. Let me scoot in a little closer for this one. There is a difference. Yes, yes, yes. There is a difference between money freedom and financial freedom. And it is very important that you know what the difference is between these two. So that's what we're talking about. But first, let me remind you, because last week I shared how money is either being purposeful or perverted. Do you remember that conversation? Who was with me? You remember that conversation? And if you did, if you weren't on, maybe you missed it, it's okay. There's a replay in the group and on YouTube. So go ahead and catch the replay if you happen to miss that one. It's perfectly okay. So, yes, we talked about how it's so important to make sure that money and the clarity around understanding that money is either being purposeful or perverted. Because from that conversation, we understood that we must be absolutely clear about how money is to serve us, right? We talked about how is money to serve us. Yes, I see those who are with me. You remember? Yep, Danielle, Sheila, wonderful. So we understand how that works. How is money to serve us? That's our priority. And in doing that, I'm just looking at all the comments here, making sure I can see you guys. Yes, there you are. Okay. So this plays a huge role in achieving both financial freedom and money freedom. Okay. So let's start with looking at financial freedom. Let's get clarity around what these two mean. What's the difference here? And I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're used to hearing financial freedom. Sometimes money freedom, you probably thought they were just used interchangeably, but we're going to clarify this today. Financial freedom is having enough passive income via savings, investments, those means to live a life you desire without relying on a traditional job. So you are able to live the life you want. If you want the first class ticket on the plane, you got first class seats, with nice hotels, travel, and you're able to do that without a 9 to 5 job, by just kind of getting your passive income that comes through your investments, all the various investments through the investments in your business and financial investments, all of those type of things, real estate. It goes on and on. So you're able to live the life you desire through financial freedom. But I think it's important that we look at the stages. There's levels to this when it comes to reaching financial freedom, because for many of us that's the goal, that's the desire. You want to be financially free. But there are other levels to reaching that if we look at it and break it down, it can just, the bite-sized pieces like we like to do here, like an elephant, right? How you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. So traditionally, we would start with looking at financial security, then financial independence, and then financial freedom. So, financial security is when you generate enough passive income to cover your basic living expenses, again, without relying on a traditional job. So, we're talking about living expenses. Then we move on to financial independence. So, financial security is cover your basic living expenses. Financial independence is when you generate enough income, passive income, to cover your current lifestyle. So that's financial independence. It covers your financial lifestyle. You're able to, if you wanted to retire early, you'll be able to live the life you're currently living. You're not really concerned about where money will come from, because you are generating the income you need to live the current lifestyle. And then from there, we move to build financial freedom. Again, that is living the lifestyle that you desire passively without the use of a traditional job. Okay, so we have financial security, financial independence, and financial freedom. So you kind of just make note of these different various stages of where you may be. You're working towards some, you may be in a place where you feel secure, you're working towards independence, or you're working towards freedom, or you are financially free. Great. You know the difference here. Well, here's where it gets interesting. Okay. So now we understand this is where most of us kind of settle with our understanding of financial freedom. But this is the interesting part. It goes without saying that money is a powerful tool that can be used to connect us with our desired freedoms, right? That desired freedom that we want. It's a wonderful tool. We love, in this group, we love what money can do for us and our family, and the way money equips us to build a powerful legacy. That is what we're all about. Again, remember we talked about last week, how is money serving us? All right, we understand it's a powerful tool. But here's, again, we talked about last week, being perverted. Money can also be that device that holds us, bondage. Yes, even for those who have achieved financial freedom, money can still hold you bondage. I want you to be absolutely clear on what I'm talking about here. You can be in the position where you are living your desired lifestyle, but you are not money free. You are not, and I'm not saying we want to be free of money, but you are not living within money freedom. You are not existing in that space. And here's why. You know, money freedom, I'll go into money freedom a bit more detail, but I want to make it clear that you cannot achieve money freedom until you are really clear on your relationship with money. And until you are money free, you won't actually ever be truly free, because money is that powerful tool that shapes the way the world moves. And this tool controls so much of our lives. Without realizing, it can control so much of you. And this is why it's so important to have this conversation. This is why we're able to talk about money. We have to confront these things. If you're uncomfortable talking about money, that's a lack of money freedom. If you are uncomfortable having money conversations, let me tell you right now, that's your red flag. That's your warning sign that you have not achieved money freedom. Okay. Used to, oh, let me see, Kyla, you have here. Let me read one comment before I move on. I know you're waiting. I'm going to tell you my definition of money freedom, but let me read a comment here. Money is a divisive tool used at the discretion of the heart of the owner. Oh, I like that. I like that, Kyla. And I absolutely agree. It can be, it can be a divisive tool. And so we have to be mindful of that. So money freedom is where we need to start. All right. What we can achieve today, money freedom. Let's get into it. Let me tell you what I believe money freedom is. I believe money freedom and how it moves, how it works. Money freedom, I believe, occurs when you are free from social, cultural, and religious restraints around money, and you operate from a place of abundance and financial certainty in any economic condition. Any economic condition. All right. I know it was a mouthful. I'll say it one more time, and you can go back and catch the replay. Money freedom occurs when you are free from social, cultural, and religious restraints around money, and you operate from a place of abundance and financial certainty in any economic condition. Yeah. So I'm going to unpack that for you real quickly. All right. Because we're going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to pack this. So let's look at the first part. Money freedom occurs when you are free from social, cultural, and religious restraints. This one I can talk about all by itself. I can do a whole tea time on this part. And maybe I have touched on it a little bit in the past. But this is huge because this one infiltrates our minds, our being so unknowingly, It's just we don't even realize it. And as first generation high income earners and legacy builders, this may impact you more than you are aware of. Oh, it comes into us from a very young age. If you are the first person to build, to come into wealth, to have, be a high income earner, to be building a legacy, then there were programs that were coming into you from a young age. There was information about money that you had, that you were given, that restrains, keeps you in restraints is what I'm trying to say, and traps and confines you within certain conditions. And there's information that maybe you did not receive that allowed you to elevate above that. If you've been working on that, especially if you've been in this community and you've been a part of any of our working with, if you work with Mark and I in any way, you've been working on that. And congratulations on that. However, those social, religious, and cultural beliefs can come in at any time. And even as you work on it, they can rear its head. And suddenly you're like, why am I feeling this way about money? Why am I behaving in this way about money? If you feel obligated, constantly obligated to interact with your money in a way that satisfies others' ideas of how you should be operating, that's a restraint. Okay. If you are, yes, if you're coming from a place in which your programming from your social environment, cultural environment, religious environment dictates how you operate, there's guilt, there's shame, there's obligation around all of this, then you are restricted. There needs to be a freedom, and it doesn't mean totally rejecting all the things that you value or that you value socially, religiously, and culturally. I'm not talking about rejecting. I'm talking about being able to honor the things that are valuable to you in those areas while being able to freely make decisions with your money that do not leave you in a place of shame, that do not leave you in a place of guilt. Okay? Do not leave in a place of bondage. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me know. Yes. Everyone's understood. Okay. Great, great, great. Because we definitely don't want to get that mixed up. And it's very easy to. Like I said, I can have a conversation about that all by itself. And we do that in a family legacy experience. We get a little deeper into that. So let's look at the next part of what I talked about, what money freedom is. Money freedom requires us to operate from a place of abundance and financial certainty in any economic condition. All right. So, abundance, not lack, not scarcity. I think we can all understand that, right? That means making financial decisions that are not based in fear, no matter what the economic condition is. Having financial certainty. And financial certainty comes with having plans in place, having structure, having what we call freedom within a framework, having that framework in place, whether it's a cash flow system, you're seeing what's going on with your money, how it's moving in and out of your accounts, in and out of your investments. You have a not a restricted budget, but a budget that just allows you to see, what needs to be paid every month. And you're not just kind of going in the wind and in the dark, moving in the dark. You have insurance policies. Note September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. So you have life insurance policies that provide you with financial certainty for your family, your loved ones, and also can help you benefit you for long-term care situations. So you have structured plans in place that provide you with financial certainty no matter the economic conditions. This is very, very, very important. This is huge. Why? Let me tell you why this one is so huge. Because every time you watch the news, every time you go on social media, and maybe for some of you, every time you talk to certain people in your life, you are being injected with a healthy dose of fear. Can I get an amen on that one? And that's simply to acknowledge it, not to agree, not to be happy about that. But I want to make sure we acknowledge that you are being injected, we are all being injected with a healthy dose of fear on a regular basis if you are connected to the world in any way. And there are countless toxic ways in which fear shows itself through our behavior and in our financial and money behavior. It shows up. Fear can show up in so many different ways and form. I'm not going to go into it because I can go down a rabbit trail on this one, rabbit hole, or whatever the term is. But yes, we're not going to go down that road. But just understand, I know you know what I'm talking about, and it's probably showed up in your life. You've seen it in others. It does not matter. And I want to make sure you're getting this. It does not matter how much money you have in your bank account. It does not matter how much passive income you're living on. It does not matter your lifestyle. This fear could show up, period. With Mark and I, we've had clients who deal with the bag lady syndrome. And that bag lady syndrome is basically you have everything in place. You're set to retire, but there's this constant fear of not having enough. You're constantly afraid that you're going to run out of money. You scrimp and save. And many times we have to say, it's okay. You can live a little. You can spend more money. You actually are doing fine. But that fear won't let go. And again, that comes from a lot of places. And so I want you to just really understand that a lot of us, as we're building in these stages and building and moving to the next tax bracket, if you are not in a place where you are focused on elevating your money mindset so that you are living in money freedom, that you are operating, you are being your full self within money freedom, that money serves you and money is not your master, then you will be in a place where you will feel in bondage to money. And that is not what this group is all about. That's not what this community is here for. We know that being in financial freedom goes hand in hand with money freedom. And that's what we're building. That's how we're leaving impactful, multi-generational legacy wealth. So just understand, just a reminder that as I wrap up here, that money freedom is the goal. That's where you want to start. You want to start with financial certainty. That's in the mindset that comes with your relationship with money, being at peace. For many of you, trusting God, living in abundance, understanding that you are an abundant being and that abundance is all around us and you have access to that. And then having financial certainty in your behavior, having the money conversation, having plans in place, knowing what's going on with your money, having conversations with your financial advisors. That's where we start financial certainty. That's tied to money freedom. Then we look at building financial security. Again, covering our living expenses passively. Then building financial independence, covering our current living expenses or our current lifestyle passively. And then we can truly be fulfilled when we are in a place of financial freedom along with money freedom, and that is living your desired lifestyle passively. All right. So this has been great. I'm loving all the amens. You guys are getting it. Beautiful community. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all are getting it. And I want to remind you as we talk about these specific areas, this is why Mark and I are hosting the Legacy Revealed Masterclass. Be sure to mark your calendar. We're dropping the link in the chat if you have not registered yet. Register now, right now, October 2nd to the 4th, October 2nd, October 3rd, and October 4th. Even if you cannot make it to every class, every session, you will get the replay only if you register. This event is not open to the public. This is a personal invitation to those in our Facebook community. If you are getting this, if you're watching me and you're not in our community, get into the community and get the link and register. If you would like a personal invitation to the event, then wherever you are watching me now, drop in the chat invite, and we will send you the invite so that you can join this masterclass. This is a powerful, powerful 3-day event that will shift your paradigm. Yes, just like tea times, if your paradigms are being shifted during these tea times, you definitely don't want to miss this masterclass. This will have you expand your purpose for money like never before. You will have an experience that most people never have. You will be given information that's only privy to the 1%, and information that you deserve, that you need in order to build impactful, multi-generational legacy wealth. Most of this information, you hear bits and pieces from this influencer and that person and that professional. But what Mark and I are bringing you is some information in a very holistic way that will allow you to actually know how to build impactful, multi-generational legacy wealth. So again, if you have not registered, thank you, Stacey. The masterclass is powerful. Yes, for all my people who have been a part of it, share. Tell your friends, you can invite someone, but we are not putting it out to the public. So just know this is special. We know who we're talking to and we know who we're here to serve. We are here to serve legacy builders, point blank, period. And so that's who this invitation is for. Go ahead, register at Legacy reveal.com. You will see it there in the chat. Go ahead and register. And then we will see you October 2nd to the 4th. In the meantime, all right, let me check the comments here. I'm registering again. Yes. Thank you, Stacy. Yes, yes, yes. Sheila, thank you. I'm loving all the comments here. Start with abundance mindset. That's right, Sheila. Very good. All right, family. So great to chat with you again. Remember, always strive for money freedom as you are in financial freedom, right? Those two work together. They're different, but we want to make sure you start with money freedom, then work your way to financial freedom. All right. Let's keep moving. Join me right back here next week for Tea Time Tuesday, where we'll do what? Continue to develop the behavior that will build your legacy. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.